Do you want to just talk a little bit? Because spirituality is a broad
Very
spectrum. It means different people. I always say I'm spiritual, not
right.
religious, but does that mean the same thing to everyone I say it to? No, I have to always kind of explain what that means for me.
Yeah.
So what does it mean for you?
Along the same lines, I think when people that also coin that same phrase of spiritual and not religious, we mean like we see life, or I'll speak for me, just seeing life as a collective, seeing that we are all connected spirits having a human experience, right? And it's not catered to one teacher, right? If it's Christ or Buddha or, Shiva, or, it's not necessarily coined to one teacher or one understanding of who our higher power or what our higher power is. So I feel like for me, spirituality just means I am definitely aware of and aligned with there being a higher, something bigger than me that's connecting all of us together, and that everything that's happening is perfect at the time it's happening, and it's all, yeah, it's all for our growth, right? So this entire experience that we have here in the 3D, we say, right, in the human spheres, is for our growth and development and our experience with love and affinity and just all of that. So that's where I'm at with spirituality, and just not catering toward one path of learning and understanding who God, universe, source, creator is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes a ton of sense, and I love that, and it's a large part of the way I see it. Let me ask you this, because I agree with everything you said, and everything you said is part of my vision. There's this one other piece that I have, though, that I wonder if you would agree or disagree with. I agree that there is no like one religion, or not yet, or whatever. There's no one religion I'm following, or for me. But what I would say is the way I've pieced together this spirituality is I kind of see the truth as being real. Like I think like there's a real truth somewhere somehow, like there is some sort of spiritual knowledge or truth. And for whatever reason, like bits and pieces of it are scattered through different religions and philosophies and all these things. And the way I've come to my spirituality is kind of like looking for the core tenets, like almost like religion is like a puzzle
Mm.
and all of them are like pieces. And if you put together, if you throw away all the like the bad stuff or things that are kind of weird about some religions or what, like, you realize the core principles are, love and brotherhood, sisterhood, family, like taking care of each other, not like killing each other kind of thing. And like to me, that's also part of spirituality. Like recognizing that religions aren't quote unquote wrong, but there's a place in religion where like you start killing each other in the name of peace. And that's to me, that's clearly backwards. And it's saying, no, okay, fuck this stuff where you start killing in the name of God, because that is not what God wants if you understood any of the religious texts. Um, and you just do the peace, the love, the light, and you realize that God, like you said, is we're not picturing like an old white man with a beard.
Energy.
It's an energy. It's probably masculine and feminine. It's everything. It's a tree. It's the fan in my room. It's my TV. It's my baby. Like God is everything, or source or energy is everything. Would you kind of agree with that too?
Yeah, absolutely. That there is and just to recreate what you said, that you see spirituality as just being this cord, if you will, right? This cord, that there's a foundational cord in between all of these things that do tie them together in one way or another. But I love the analogy of, yeah, there's puzzle pieces, right? And if we put them all together, it's going to form some big, beautiful picture. But there are some dark spots. There are some light spots. There's some grim. There's human that's in this, right? There's human thought and development and how things occur for them. Some, you may say something is weird or bad, and someone else may say that's necessary, right, for cleansing. And it's it's just this, a cacophony, but at the same time there is a an absolute something consistent in all of it, right? And that's what I hear you saying. Like, yeah, there's definitely a bottom line consistency to what it means to just be human, or in this spiritual space of love. Again, like you said, affinity. There's a brotherhood, a sisterhood, a masculine, feminine. There's definitely a cord in between everything. Now, does everyone see that? I don't know. Is there an absolute truth somewhere? Yeah, I think so. I could agree with that. Again, I don't know if everyone else would agree with it, but I feel like there's way too much proof, out here to suggest that there is